First, the skill of talking without begging. Every learner cries, "I have no one to practice with." So they spam native speakers' DMs like beggars. It's pathetic, and it never works. The real skill isn't finding people. It's becoming someone worth finding. Go into their online groups, programming, hiking, business, and add value first. Share knowledge. Help them. Suddenly, you're not a beggar. You're a peer. The DMs start coming to you. That's how you get endless, free speaking practice. Second, the skill of controlling your consumption. You think you're studying, but you're scrolling through memes in your target language. You're watching Netflix with the subtitles on. Let me be clear. Subtitles are a crutch that will cripple you. Memes are junk food for your brain. They give you the illusion of progress without any of the real work. What you read, watch, and listen to shapes how you speak. Guard your inputs with your life, or your outputs will stay broken forever. Third, the skill of solitude. Most learners can't stand to be alone with the language. They need a Duolingo streak to feel good. They need a study buddy to hold their hand. But the breakthrough happens when you shut all that off. When you can sit alone and just argue with yourself in your head, in the target language. When you can write, think, and create with no one watching. That's the moment you finally start thinking in the language. Solitude is the gateway. Fourth, the skill of writing things down. Everyone listens. Almost no one writes. They think their brain is a sponge. It's not. It's a sieve. Putting time into writing, daily thoughts, simple sentences, becomes your second brain. It brutally exposes every single gap in your knowledge and forces you to fix it. This single habit gives you an edge 99% of learners will never have. Fifth, the skill of observing without speaking. In conversations, most learners are just waiting for their turn to talk, to impress, to show off the one sentence they memorized. Amateur move. Talk less. Watch more. Watch how natives actually speak. The filler words, the rhythm, the way they interrupt each other. Observation gives you the cheat codes. You stop trying to sound like a textbook, and you start understanding the machine. Sixth, the skill of being uncomfortable on purpose. Most learners hide, but fluency is forged in public, on a stage of pure embarrassment. It's practicing sentences out loud on the bus while people stare. It's talking to yourself in the mirror and having your roommate walk in. It's reading a children's book out loud in a cafe. These moments feel like hell. But the person who is comfortable being uncomfortable can handle any conversation, any mistake, any judgment. They become bulletproof. Seventh, the skill of psychological armor. Because the attacks will come, from outside and from inside. A native switches to English because they see you struggling. Someone says impatiently, "Just say it in English." Your friend who started after you is now better than you. That jealousy burns like acid. You're asked to say something, and your mind goes blank. The humiliation is crushing. Most learners break here. Their mind freezes, their motivation shatters. But with armor, you learn to just breathe, smile, and carry on. You see these moments not as an attack, but as target practice. Eighth, the skill of mastering the monotony. This is the great filter, and it's where most people fail. They think fluency is exciting. It's not. The path to fluency is a soul-crushing mountain of boring. It's reviewing the same flashcards until you want to scream. It's listening to the same audio clip 20 times to catch one sound. It's repeating phrases until your mouth is numb. Everyone wants the magic moment. Few can survive the monotony that creates it. Patience isn't a virtue here. It's a weapon. And discipline is the hand that wields it. Ninth, the skill of micro-wins. After hearing that, you're thinking, how can anyone survive that? Here's how. You stop chasing the giant mythical beast called fluency. It's a goal so big it crushes your motivation. Instead, You learn to hunt for squirrels. Your only goal is to be 1% better than yesterday. Did you learn one new word today? That's a win. Did you form one correct sentence in your head in the shower? That's a win. Did you understand 10 seconds of a podcast? A massive win. You collect these tiny victories like trophies. While others are paralyzed by the mountain, you are taking the single steps that actually get you to the top. 10th, the skill of focus. Most learners chase 10 things and master none. They jump from an app to a podcast to a new textbook, never sticking with anything long enough for it to work. Real progress comes from locking in. One method, one goal, one mission at a time. Focus turns average effort into terrifying momentum. 11th, the skill of saying no without guilt. Want to start learning this new language with me? No. Let's just watch this movie in English. It's easier. No. Can you help me with this? No. Every yes to a distraction is a silent no to your fluency. Learning to say no reclaims your time, your energy, and your future. 12th, the skill of building a system, not a schedule. A schedule is a prison. I will study from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. The moment life happens, the schedule breaks, you feel guilty, and you quit. A system is a fortress. It's a set of flexible rules that survive chaos. When I drive to work, I listen to a language podcast. While the coffee brews, I review 5 flashcards. Before I watch Netflix, I write 1 sentence in my journal. Systems don't care what time it is. They attach to behaviors you already do, making progress automatic. Systems survive life. Schedules don't. The skill of reverse engineering. The apps and courses want you to be a customer forever. They feed you drips of information to keep you hooked. I rejected that. I went straight to the raw materials, their boring grammar textbooks, their dictionaries, the books they use to teach their own children, and I reverse engineered the language piece by piece. You don't wait to be taught. You take the machine apart yourself. 14th, the skill of weekly reflection. Most learners just drift. They do random lessons, hope for the best, and wonder why they're not getting better. The professional treats their learning like a mission. At the end of every week, you perform an autopsy on the last 7 days. What worked? Double down on it. What didn't work? Be ruthless. Kill it. Where was the friction? What made you procrastinate? Eliminate it. You are not a student. You are the architect of your own learning machine. And every week, you make that machine faster, smarter, and more efficient. And finally, the skill that separates the fluent from the dreamers. The skill of not explaining yourself. People will question you. Why that language? Shouldn't you be fluent by now? Most learners waste precious energy defending their choices. Don't. Your progress is the only explanation required. The people who get it don't need a justification, and the people who don't will never accept one anyway. Save your breath. Use it to speak.